Hello, it's Jeanette with Amazing Paper Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm back with another video tutorial, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how I put together this little box, cute little box, and also the rosette with the little ladybug on there. See that? This was a really fun project for me. I'm going to be using some products that will be retiring on June 30th, and that one of them is the Dandy Garden Memories and More card pack. This is actually on sale on the website, and if you order today, Thursday, so I'm actually filming this on Wednesday, but if you order on Thursday, the 24th of June, you'll get free shipping. So keep that in mind. This, you get a lot of beautiful cards that you can use in your scrapbooking, or you can actually make cards. And it comes with some sheets of stickers, which I've used quite a bit of stickers. This is the card that I used for the box. Okay, so I thought I'd show you that. And also from the basic border dies, I used this little zigzag one for the edges of the little rosette that I'm going to be showing you how I made. Now there's a lot of rosette tutorials out there. I keep putting this through that little hole there. So you probably already know how to make a rosette, but I'm going to show you how I made my little rosette here. So if you'd like to learn how I did this little box, the measurements and everything, just keep on watching. So this is the card that I chose from the Memories and More card pack. I think I'm going to use this part here, and I'm going to do some scoring on this, but I need to cut down this piece. This is a full sheet of thick basic white, and I need to cut that down to 5.5. So we're just going to go ahead and cut it in half. You can use the other half for a card base, because this is the thick whisper white. The thick basic white. We'll put that aside over there. And then I need to cut this down to 7.5 inches. So we're going here to 7.5 inches. And we're just going to trim that off here. All right. Now let's put this paper trimmer away for now. We'll bring it out later. And now I'm going to bring out my Simply Scored scoring tool, because I need to score 1.5 inches on all four sides. But what I need to do, for this one I need to score 3/4 of an inch. I'm jumping ahead of myself. This is going to be scored at 1.5 inches all four sides. Okay. But now with the with this piece of cardstock, this is like really thick card, you will be scoring it at 3/4 of an inch on all four sides, but you want to scoot it over before you score, and score with the big ball. Now I took the other card and already did that. I scored excuse me, I scooted this over just slightly so that this could be just a little bit bigger. And then I cut into the score lines here, and then I just put a little bit of adhesive on here. Let me bring out my my silicone craft mat, and I need to use some seal adhesive. I have a little bit on there. I ended up having to take this apart when I first started my video, so this is like take 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit more adhesive on these flaps. Okay, so that is scoring 3/4 of an inch, but moved over just ever so slightly so that it will fit on the box. But let's put this box together too, and I'm going to go ahead and score all of the score lines here. Fold and burnish all of the score lines. Maybe it's too early and I haven't had enough coffee. And this is a very, very simple box. I'm sure you've seen me or other people put boxes together just like this, so you're probably a pro at it by now. We're just cutting that score line completely off. Now you can wedge in if you want to. That's all entirely up to you. I have success when I just cut the score line off, but as I'm doing that, I'm also cutting into this score line here and making sure that that whole score line is gone. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to put some seal adhesive on these flaps here, just on the edge. I put a double dose in there because I want this box to stay together, but you don't have to. You could just get away with just putting one strip if you want to. Okay, now I'm just going to fold it like this, and you see how nicely that goes together on this side too, and the box is going to stay nice and sturdy. And there we are. And now let's put this on here. I'm going to go ahead and start by putting two sides together. And then I'm going to fit it on here. And then I'm going to fold these over like so. Okay, there's one. Fold this one over like this. There's two. And there's my box together. And the fit is really nice. It's not real snug, but it's pretty good. And if it's a little loose, then you can always put a little sash or some ribbon around it. Okay, so let's work on our little rosette. So I have a piece here of 6x6 paper, and that is the designer series paper from the Dandy Garden 6x6 designer series paper pack. It comes 6x6. So what I have done here is I have taken one of the pieces of the designer series paper, the Dandy Garden 6x6, and I have cut it down 1.5 inches all the way. So you should get 4 pieces of that. Okay, and then what you'll do next is you will take your Simply Scored scoring tool and you're going to score each one at the 1.5 inch mark. Okay, so that use the big ball on your stylus and you're going to score. Let me back it out a little bit here so you can see some of that. Okay, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, 2, and so on until you get all of it scored at the 1/2 inch mark. Okay, now don't fold it yet because we're going to take that through the die cutting machine. So we're going to do all of these and I will be right back. So I've got all 4 pieces scored, and now I'm going to take this zigzag die from the Basic Borders die collection, and I'm going to take this through my die cutting machine. Okay, let's bring out the baby die cutting machine. Our little mini, got that right here, and I'm going to just take the first plate, take a cutting plate, which is plate 2. I'm going to lay this down, but what I probably should do is just put a piece of either washi tape or some removable tape. This is some removable tape from Scotch. It's called the wall tape, I think it's called. It comes in a blue, a little blue container. Now what I want to make sure is that all of these points are lining up with the score line, because these little increments are 1/2 inch, just like how you scored it. So I'm placing this down, and I'm going to put the top over it, just like so. And we're going to run this on through. Got a cute little edge right there. Now, here we go. Just very carefully peel this off. Sometimes this tape is a little stickier than it normally is. But here's what you got. and then you're going to fold each one of these like that, and it should fold right on the points like that. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now I'm going to stretch that out for now, and I'm going to do the other 3, and I will be right back. So I have all of my pieces all die cut, see, and now all I need to do is just fold the edges like that. Make sure you start with a mountain fold on one side, because there'll be a mountain fold on the other side too. And you're going to be lining these up with 2 pieces like that. See, you got 2 mountains here, 2 mountains here. You're going to be lining that up, and you're going to be adhering them. So just make sure that you've got them all folded, and don't worry that they're not perfect. Okay, so I've got all of those folded. I'm going to bring in my silicone craft sheet right here, and I'm going to, oops, I don't know what happened there, but okay. Oh, like that's part of the paper. I thought I ripped my paper. That's part of the design. Weird, huh? Okay. So let me bring in my seal adhesive, and I'm going to just put seal adhesive on the front of 2 of these. Okay. And then I'm going to put seal adhesive on the back of 2 of these, or especially making sure that it's right on the edge. I've gone off the edge a little bit, but that's okay. You can just fold that in. And then you're going to tape these together like this, and make sure you've got the points, your points together. And now I notice that this piece right here is a little bit shorter, and I'll be okay with that. It's just the way I cut it. You just want to make sure that those points are fairly even. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put our seal adhesive on the front of one and on the back of the other, making sure that you've got right to the edge. And I think I mentioned I'm using Seal Plus because I want this to stay together. Okay, there we go. And do the same. Put some on the front. There it is. And now you can go ahead and make sure that they're all folding the right way before you do your last seal strip. Okay. They should all be folding the right way, like that. And they are. Okay, so that means I'm going to be putting my seal adhesive right here on the front. Okay, and it's going to go on the back of this side here. Is that right? Nope. Yep, that's right. Got a little confused there. It'll go on the back of this side. Make sure you got a lot of adhesive there. And then we're going to match this up like this. Just fold any adhesive that has gone over the edge. We're matching up the points there, okay? And now what we need to do is we need to make sure that all of our points are going the same way, okay? We're kind of lining them up like soldiers, but at one point you're not going to have enough to line them up. And then now you're going to make this little circle like this, okay? It's going to be a little circle like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bend it like that. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's turn this over because we're going to be using this side as our front. And now, how are we going to hold that together? Well, we actually are going to need some hot glue. So I'm going to go warm up my hot glue gun, but at the same time, I'm just going to leave this right here on top because it's kind of reasonably together. And I will be right back with my hot glue gun. So I have this little tiny glue gun here. And for the most part, it works really good for my small projects. So what I need to do is I need to hold these together and try to make sure that they're nice and even here. And very careful, very, very careful. You want to put a nice big blob of hot glue inside the hole and all around it. Okay. And I also have a sticker from you get 4 sheets of stickers in that pack. I'm going to use this little dandelion sticker, this one right here, and I'm going to put that right in the center here, just to give it a little bit of decoration right there. Okay, and then after that cools a little bit, actually you want to make sure that it cools completely, and you want to flip this over. Oops, probably should have waited to glue that thing on there. You want to flip it over because you definitely have to glue this side, and you probably should glue the back side first and then do the front side. Don't do what I do. Glue the back side, or what you're calling your back side, first, and then let that glue dry. Now I'm going to just use my bone folder just to make sure that the glue gets all the way in the inside there. Okay, it's hot, so be very careful with hot glue. You could burn yourself. I want to stand that up so any glue drips on my silicone craft sheet here. So we're going to wait till that dries a little bit, and we'll be right back. So the glue is dry in the back, and it also dried in the front. I had to add a little bit more glue and straighten out my little dandelion in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on the back here, a little bit more hot glue on the back, and I want to adhere this to my box right here on this side right here. Okay, and make sure you get rid of all of those little stringy things. And now I want to take one of my little ladybug trinkets, and I want to put one little ladybug right in the center here. That would be kind of cute. And I'm going to be adhering that with one of my mini glue dots. Let me grab a mini glue dot on this little ladybug. Now you can put the ladybug anywhere you want. I decided to put it in the middle, and I'm going to be cutting off some of that extra glue, because you can cut some of that extra glue off with your scissors. See, I have a little bit of extra glue here, and that'll just kind of snip off. I just ordered me some glue sticks that say that they dry clear, because these glue sticks I have kind of dry with a little bit of fog, and I don't care for that. So stick that ladybug on. I think I might need two mini glue dots here. Let's do that. Let's put another mini glue dot here, and we're sticking that right there in the middle. Okay, and now I'm just going to use one of the stickers that we have. Here we have some sentiment stickers. With love, a very special day every now and then. And there's a birthday greeting, and there's a thank you, a thinking of you. But I kind of like this little celebrate, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put that here. But what I want to do is I want to pop it up on dimensionals. Even though it's a sticker, I think some dimensionals would be, just to give it some dimension. Let me get out my scissors here, my little paper snips, and I'm just going to take the edge and put the edge right here, and we'll pop that up. Let's see, this is a little bit long here. My dimensional was just slightly longer, but that's okay. We're popping this up here, and we're also going to take some of those stickers here. We have some, I think on here we have some bumblebees. All right, and I'm going to put a sticker right here, that bumblebee, and let's see, we got another smaller bumblebee I'll stick down here. Okay, now isn't that a cute little box to give somebody with that little ladybug trinket in the middle? Now I'm going to fix this up for the photo to make sure that none of this cloudy glue is here, and I can't wait to get my new glue gun with my new glue sticks that are not supposed to dry. They're supposed to dry clear, just like, you know, Tombow Mono multi-purpose glue dries nice and clear. Okay, so anyway, this is my project. I hope that you like it. I hope I've taught you something. Of course, there's a lot of videos on how to make the little rosette, but I really like the rosette with the little edge that I got from the dies, from the basic border dies, that little zigzag die, because it gives it a little stitching on the edge. Boy, I'm telling you, I got string all over the place. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I'd like to be your demonstrator if you don't already have one. And everything that I use is going to be in the description. And I also wanted to mention that these Dandy Garden Memories and More cards are on sale. And they're $5. But if you order on the 24th, which is Thursday of today, if you're watching this video Thursday, June 24th, you get free shipping. Okay? So stock up, get all your stuff, and the shipping is free. What a wonderful day it's going to be, where you can get free shipping. And demonstrators also get free shipping. So think about becoming a demonstrator too. You can join my team just by hitting the join button, and it'll walk you through it. Or you can email me if you have any questions. My email is going to be right on my website. So once again, I'm Jeanette with Geomazing Paper Crafts. And by the way, my website is www.geomazingpapercrafts. So you make it a great day. Bye-bye.